YouTube world, my name is Kelsey J. Welcome back to my series Amateur Recreates Celebrity Makeup. In today's episode, we are going to be recreating this photo of Taylor Swift. This photo was taken in 2010 at the CMT Music Awards. So if you're interested in watching how I go from looking like this to this, continue watching, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll get right into the video. As you can see, she's wearing this gorgeous maroon dress. I don't have a dress that's like spaghetti strap. I do have a maroon dress. Doesn't necessarily look like that. I also don't have black hoops, so I improvised and used what I have. So I also don't normally part my hair on the right side. In this photo, she has her hair parted on the right side, so it feels a little awkward for me. But to begin, I'm going to take out my hoop so that we can get started. First, I'm going to start with my Marshmallow Primer from NYX. I've been loving this primer lately. It's kind of been like my go-to primer. It has such a nice texture. It almost feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't really feel like a primer at all. So in this photo, she does have a really kind of cat smoked out eye, but as far as the face makeup, it's very like clean, very neutral lip, which is rare for Taylor Swift. In a lot of the research I was doing, it was really difficult to find a picture of her without a red lip. Also with straight hair. I didn't want to curl my hair for this, so I was looking for a photo of her with straight hair, and I wanted to do the red lip, but there was no photos of her with straight hair and a red lip that I could find at least. So now that I have my primer on, should we start with the eyes today? I'm kind of feeling like we should. So I'm gonna go in with my Ulta eye primer, and I'm gonna pat that on my eyelid. Probably gonna have to get my hair out of my face for this. So just kind of patting that everywhere. Maybe used a little bit too much, but that's okay. So it's really interesting in looking at a close-up of this. Her eyeshadow, it looks like rather than when you're kind of creating that smoky outer V, I usually come in with that smoke. Hers, it looks like it's going up towards her eyebrows. That's an interesting technique that I'm probably going to try out. I'm gonna choose Raw Beauty Kristi for this, her Pure palette, and I'm gonna start with my Whole Heart and just kind of pat that all over the lid to kind of set my primer, and that's gonna be kind of our base. Now Taylor Swift's eyebrows are really skinny in this photo. I wasn't about to pluck my eyebrows and make them that thin, so I probably won't be doing much of an eyebrow today just because I don't want to like overfill them and make them look too thick. Now, it looks like for this look, it's very like black and white, gray, kind of smoky. She's got a little bit of a tight liner on her waterline, but it's mostly concentrated on those outside corners of her eye. So now that I have my primer set and everything, I think I'm gonna go in with this kind of light gray shade. It's more of like a metallic-y shimmer, but if you look closely at this photo, she does have a little bit of glitter on that inner corner, so I'm gonna start kind of blowing out that inner corner a little bit. Cute. And I'm gonna go in with this like gray tone, and I'm gonna start on the outer corner and build my way in, but remembering that instead of curving inwards with that smoky shadow, we're gonna be going up towards the eyebrow. See that? And rather than sweeping like I normally do, I'm just literally patting. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, now for the drama, we're gonna take our black I'm actually gonna go on my little smudger brush for this and deepen that up, concentrating on the outer side of that gray, if you know what I mean. I'm not covering up the gray, I'm going kind of on the outer portion of that. Like so. Now this is really interesting to me because I feel like Taylor Swift and I kind of have similar eye shapes, but I don't know. I feel like hers might be a little bit wider, like longer than mine, but I guess we'll figure it out. I've never done an eye look where I do my eyeshadow like this, so I guess we're gonna experiment and see how this goes. I'm just kind of taking a brush and fluffing that out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take my sugar liner in Blackout and I'm gonna line the top pretty heavy, but as I get towards that inner corner, I'm gonna start going underneath into my waterline, my upper waterline, and same with the bottom liner. I'm gonna keep it pretty heavy on the outer corner, but then as I work towards the inner corner, we're gonna switch, rather than underneath the eye, we're gonna switch to tight lining in that waterline. So do you see what I did there? I kept it heavier on the outside. Now I'm going on the inside and working that upper waterline. I don't think she has any sort of wing in this photo. It looks like her lashes are just kind of that main focus on the outer corner. So again, with the bottom liner, keeping it pretty heavy on the outside. And then as I work my way in, I'm going to switch to that waterline. Okay, it looks like it's a little heavy on the outer corner for me, but we can take a brush and just kind of smudge that out and make it look a little bit more uniform. Okay, now, like I said, I'm going to take a little brush. This is like a little Estee Lauder brush, and I'm going to just kind of start blending that on that outer corner. Okay, how do we feel about that? I kind of feel like the eye is a little bit like unbalanced. So I'm gonna go in with a deeper black from my Urban Decay palette. And I'm gonna use Creep, kind of mesh the two pieces together because I feel like that eyeshadow and the eyeliner don't really go together well. So I'm gonna start just kind of tapping where my eyeliner is, deepening that up. Just mainly on that outer corner. That's a little bit better. And I'm gonna take a clean brush and buff it out. Okay, and like I said, she does have a little bit of glitter. So in my Raw Beauty Kristi, I'm gonna go in with Cafe Disco, and that's gonna be kind of our little topper shade. And that's gonna be more towards this inner corner. Really brightening that up a lot. Okay, how do we feel about this? I'm not too sure about it. I think probably once we put the lashes on, it'll make it all look very sultry and kind of cat eye-y. Looking in my monitor, I feel like this side looks a little bit wonky. Okay. Now, I think we should move on to complexion. This feels so weird. It's like that inverted filter on TikTok, you know, where it like inverts your face. I'm not used to having my hair parted on this side, so it looks kind of weird to me. Let's go in with complexion. She looks pretty matte here. This was in 2010, so the dewiness wasn't really a thing back then. I'm gonna go in with my Revolution foundation stick, and we're gonna brighten up those under eyes, kind of use it as a concealer like I normally do. Oh, his hair gets in the way. I do have a few hormonal breakouts on my chin because I started my period yesterday. The struggle, being a woman. Okay, now I'm gonna take my little sponge. I'm gonna start blending that out, being very careful not to disturb the eye look. Getting a little extra coverage on my nose. How do we feel? That's not bad. So I don't think I need any foundation after that. I feel like Makeup Revolution foundation stick has a good enough coverage. And for this look, the skin is pretty natural, I guess, if you could say that. So I'm gonna go in with a lipstick as a blush because that's kind of been my new favorite thing to do lately. I don't think she even has any contour. It doesn't even look like she's wearing bronzer in this photo. It just looks like it's mainly like foundation and blush. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Shout Loud, and I'm just putting it on the back of my hand to warm it up, and I'm going to apply it with my fingertips. And it looks like it's just mainly kind of around her cheekbone area. So first I'm going to apply it with my fingertips, and then if we need to blend a little bit more, I will use my sponge. Okay, that probably is good. Now I'm just going to soften it with my sponge. And my sponge is damp. I feel like it helps when your sponge is a little bit wet, especially if you're blending out like a cream contour or a cream blush. It really helps to disperse that product a lot more. I have a lot more blush on that side, so I'm just going to apply a little bit more to even it out. Okay, next we're gonna set, and I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place White Sands. I'm gonna start with just a little bit in the under eye. We're gonna see how this reacts with my foundation stick, because sometimes it kind of separates and gets all patchy, and then other times it works flawlessly. So I'm kind of experimenting here. Okay, so far it's looking pretty good. I'm just patting that setting powder in. I'm not sweeping, just pat, 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 tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
And now I'm gonna use my big fluffy brush, and we're gonna blend the rest of the face with that. So it's not looking too bad. There are some spots on my forehead that are kind of clinging, but it's not as bad as it has been in the past, so I think I can live with it. Okay, so we're nice and matte now. I really like the look of the cream blush showing through that, but on camera I get totally washed out, so you can't even tell. In person, it's really pretty, like when I look in the mirror, but I'm going to use this pretty pink color from my Ulta kit that Dylan got me for Christmas, and my little blush brush, and I'm just kind of going to intensify that blush a little bit more. Okay, pretty. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna set. This is a really quick look. I'm actually surprised. Easy peasy. I don't think she has any highlight. In these photos that I have, she just looks super matte with the pink cheeks and the pink lip. So the lip is fairly neutral, but it looks like she has kind of a gloss over it. Let's see what this... I have this pink shimmer gloss from the little Ulta kit that Dylan got me. I think that is like perfect. So are we gonna line? Should we line with, I'm gonna use this Essence Soft Contouring in Big Proposal. I have used this color so many times on my channel, but it's just like my favorite kind of pinky nude. So I'm just gonna line with this, and then we'll go over with the pink gloss. And that's like a perfect match. Cute. Now to finish off the eyes, we're gonna put on some mascara, and then I'm gonna use some Ardell lashes, concentrating the mascara on that outer corner. Okay, so that's it for mascara. I'm going to do my lashes off camera and I'll be right back with the finished look. So we're back and this is the final look. I did take a little bit of bronzer to just bronze my forehead a little bit because it looked a little five-heady. But what do you think? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment, let me know how I did, let me know if any other celebrities you would like me to recreate. What I like about this look, I really like how she concentrated the eyeliner and the eyelashes on the outer corner. I think that's really pretty and sultry. What I don't like is I don't like how I copied her eye shape by following, you know, the line going up to the eyebrow. If I did it again, I don't think I would do that. Something I would change is I already put bronzer on my forehead, but I would give it a little bronzy look, make it look a little bit more, have a little bit more dimension, especially since this look is so matte. I feel like you need kind of a contour or you need some sort of jaw or maybe even a little bit of highlight, you know? But back in 2010, the dewy kind of glow wasn't really a thing. So those are some things that I would change, but overall, I think this look turned out really great. And if you like it, please let me know. And I will catch you guys later. Love you, bye. Improv. Oh. I don't even think I need, can't talk. I promise I'm not farting. Okay guys, we're back. Damn it. Let me know what other celebrities you would like me to recreate.